Hello and welcome to another video review. This is going to be of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic for PC. This was the first role-playing game set in the Star Wars universe, and it's set about 4,000 years before, I believe, Episode 4. So that would make it 4,000 years before A New Hope. Because it says 4,000 years before the Galactic Empire, so that's pretty broad. But anyway, it's set during the period known as the Jedi Civil War, where it's Darth Malak and his Sith Empire against the Republic and the Jedi Order. And the Jedi Order and the Republic are losing, so you can be either hero or villain, the savior of the galaxy or the conqueror of it, depending on whether you choose the light side or the dark side, but more on that later. The game was made by BioWare. They also made Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, MDK, the soon-to-be The Old Republic MMO. Also, they're making Dragon Age, and they made Mass Effect as well. So they have a lot of RPG experience behind them. So it shows in this game, trust me. Now, when BioWare made this game, it was about 2002, 2003, somewhere in there, and they decided to make it for both Xbox and PC. So the graphics are nothing spectacular. They're pretty good, but especially like texture work and effects and stuff. But overall, they're nothing that's going to make you go, "Whoa, dude, that looks beautiful." You know, nothing like Crysis or even KOTOR 2 looks better, which is expected because it's newer. But it's nothing that'll blow you away, but it still works pretty well, especially for an RPG, because they aren't known to have, the best graphics of all time either. Now, unlike the other Star Wars games out there, the music in this game is not done by John Williams. It is in fact done by Jeremy Sewell. He also did the music for Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and a couple other games too. But it's really, really good. I wouldn't say it's as epic as John Williams' score is, but it does work very well. It's got nice atmospheric stuff, nice combat stuff. It's all around very good music. Also, the voice actors are excellent. They really get their characters down. I mean, like, the guy who played HK-47 just goes to town with the silly assassin droid's personality. I mean, the assassin droid calls all humans organic meat bags, for instance. That just tells you how wacky this guy is. But the sound effects themselves are what you'd typically expect from a Star Wars game. I mean, it sounds like blasters going off. It sounds like lightsabers going through the air. Swords flying and stuff like that. But it's, the sound effects work, and that's the point. Now, what the game lacks in presentation, which isn't a lot, it makes up for in depth by tenfold, I think, probably. Maybe even 20-fold. But it's extremely good as an RPG. The story is excellent. Plenty of plot twists for you. Plenty of interesting developments and stuff. The characters are really well written. They have they mostly have interesting backstories. I mean, the little astromech droid T3M4 doesn't really, but he's a droid. What do you expect? But then the big plot twist comes, and you're like, whoa! But you might have expected it up until that point. I don't know. You'll find out if you play the game. I'm not going to reveal it for you. But if you're watching this review, you probably already know. But I don't care. So I'm not going to reveal it for people who haven't played the game and want to keep the story secret from them. But anyway, the story is well written, the characters are well written, the gameplay is exceedingly good. Definitely a very worthy RPG. Plenty of side quests, plenty of opportunities for you to be light side or dark side. Now, the game has only two endings, light side or dark side, but you can also be neutral if you want. And it's hard to be neutral, trust me, because you actually do get bonuses for being either full light side or full dark side. So it does help to choose one or the other. And plus you get all the different force powers too. Like dark side, gets your typical force grip, force lightning, the really cool stuff. The Jedi get, well, the light side gets, of course, heal, stuff like that. I mean, it's nothing that's going to annihilate your enemies, but it's still pretty helpful. And so the game does play a lot like Neverwinter Nights in the fact that it uses the D20 system, and that was unique for Star Wars games at that point. So it's the first role-playing game. It's with D20, which is the dice rolling system in the Star Wars universe, and it's only one of two that I've noticed so far that actually is a role-playing game in the Star Wars universe. So, anyway, the only problems with this game are really minor, as far as I'm concerned. There's a little bit too much emphasis on combat. That doesn't really bother me that much. I'm kind of used to it by now. But other than that, there's a few little bugs in the software. That's to be expected. It's not, perfect, as all software is, but, and the only other thing is the interface. It's a little bit clunky to get used to, but once you get used to it, you're fine. It's a little bit small, and that's, I think, the main problem people have with it, is that it's a little bit small compared to other interfaces. But they fixed that a little bit better in KOTOR 2 with a bigger interface. It's a little bit easier to understand. So, but yeah, if you even remotely like RPGs, this is definitely one you want to check out. If you like BioWare, definitely check it out. If you like Star Wars, check it out. The only people who probably don't like this game are people who don't like role-playing games at all. So there's my recommendation for it. I give it a 5 out of 5. It is excellent. So thanks for watching.